Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another College and Career Pathways, where every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 2 p.m. we provide you with information on various colleges and universities, financial aid resources, technical schools, training programs, skilled trade professions, all designed to help you make the best career decisions possible. I'm Toni Cureton, your host, and today we are with Saginaw Valley State University. Welcome back to Kara. We're so glad to have you. You can go ahead and get started.
So can you see my screen?
I see a yes, I can.
Alrighty, perfect. There we go. So my name is Deskyra Hood. I am the regional admissions representative for Saginaw Valley, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about SVSU, the admissions process, and more about applying to colleges in general. So first, we're going to watch a short little video, and hopefully you guys can hear it perfectly. Alrighty. So let me get out of this. So this presentation is called Our 5 Reasons to Cardinal. So these are our top 5 reasons of why we think that you should either apply or consider Saginaw Valley. So the first one, the fifth reason to Cardinal, is that we have over 100 different undergraduate and graduate programs on campus. Some of our most popular programs are criminal justice, pre-law program is a really amazing program for students who are interested in that pathway, especially if you're interested in becoming a lawyer. The pre-law program is a really amazing one. We have our business management, which is a part of our business program, which is in the top 6% accredited business programs in the world. So there's a lot of hands-on things for our students to do, including we have an entrepreneurship institute for students to assist other students in creating their own businesses. Our education program is what we were founded on, so a lot of teachers in the state either have degrees or certificates from Saginaw Valley. We have an amazing engineering, computer, mechanical, and electrical engineering program. We have the biggest nursing and social work programs in the state, and we have a wonderful pre-health professions program that encompass pre-med, pre-dentistry, pre-vet. So if you are going into a health profession, a professional health profession, you can go into that program, and it's really amazing. Our advisor in the program, actually, Heidi Lang, just received an award from the university because of her dedication to our students. And students who graduated from that program last year got in their top choice of med school. So our programs really prepare students to get into their next steps, whether that be going to grad school or going directly into the work field. The fourth reason is our small class sizes. So we are a smaller university with around 7,000 students. So there's going to be 20 to 22 students per professor. So you're getting these opportunities to really meet with your professors, for them to know who you are, for them to offer you mentorship opportunities, internships, really get to know you in a way that you might not get at a bigger school, because you are seen as a student, not just a number, when it comes to being at Saginaw Valley. The number three reason to Cardinal is that we have the number one voted dorms in America of any public institution, and it is something that we are extremely proud of. We know that it is very hard to think about going and living on your own for the first time. So we want to make sure that you have the most comfortable ability to transition over to adulthood. When it comes to, you will have your own kitchen or kitchenette. So not only will you be able to take advantage of our meal plan with our dining, so we have our cafeteria, we have a Starbucks, a Subway, Panda Express, Papa John's, Einstein Bagels. You will also, with having a kitchenette or kitchen, be able to make your own food, and your own meals will give you a lot of cool opportunities to learn before you get out there, and having to do all of this on your own. We also have no community bathrooms in any of our housing. So you would share your kitchenette, living room, and dining room area and bathroom with the people in your suite, which you can also pick those people. We also have AC in all of our buildings, which is really amazing, because if you remember a few weeks ago, there was a heat wave and then there was snow. So you get the opportunity to put the heat or AC at whatever you would like. It's not just one universal temperature. So that is really cool and unique to Saginaw Valley. So not only are we ranked because of our housing, but because of our beautiful campus. We are a rural suburban campus. As you can see, this is a little snippet of where our on-campus housing is. So we are directly in the middle of some cornfields, but 5 minutes down the street, we have a Starbucks off campus. We have Meijer, Target, Walmart. We have a mall. We have all of the different restaurants. So that's why I say rural suburban, because you still get the opportunities to take advantage of all the creature comforts, while still like getting an opportunity to wander more in the forest if you want to, or get to walk without being in a city. We also are equal distance between Saginaw Bay City and Midland downtown areas, which give our students a lot of different opportunities to take advantage of what those cities have to offer. So open mic nights, I know students go up to Bay City and they do like line dancing, and there's a lot of winter sports and summer sports as well. So you get opportunities to get outdoors because of the location of Saginaw Valley. We also are ranked number one in the nation because of our housing experience. So if you do live on campus, or if you just come to Saginaw Valley, there are so many opportunities for you to get involved on campus. We have over 150 student organizations. We have things like a pie eating club and a cake eating club, where the students will either bring or bake the different desserts and then have a competition of like which one is better. So it can be academic based, or it can be something fun like that. Getting involved is really easy, especially us being a smaller campus, because you can feel like you can get involved in anything without that stress of being like, oh my God, it's going to be too big, or I'm going to get lost in the crowd. And you can also, if you have 2 other students and a faculty advisor, you can get funding to create your own club. So if there's something that we don't have here, that means that you could possibly create it, and that's amazing leadership opportunities to put on your resume for when you are looking for those full-time jobs in the future. We, again, like I said, we are in the heart of the Great Bays region. We are equal distance between Bay City, Saginaw, and Midland. And we are about an hour and 45 to an hour or 2 hours from Detroit, to give you a little idea of how far away we are, right up 75. So not too far. I like to say that we're close enough for you to come home whenever you want, but far enough that your family won't just pop in on you whenever they want. So that's a great way to think about SVSU. We would also love to have you come and visit Saginaw Valley. We do Monday through Friday visits throughout the entire year. So either if you come during a school day, we will write you an excuse because it's for academic reasons, or you can come to one of our Saturday events. Our next Saturday event is actually next Saturday, April 13th. It is our spring open house, so very similar to this description of our fall open house. It's from 10 to 1 p.m. It's like a build your own adventure type of day, so you can get to talk to faculty, students, learn a little bit more about SVSU. So if you would like to, you can schedule a visit for either our Monday through Friday visits or one of our Saturday visits or a group visit if your school ends up doing that at svsu.edu/visit. It's really easy, and you can see all of our visits options. We also have a way for you to virtually look at our university. We have a lot of different YouTube videos, so that's something you can do from the comfort of your home if you would like to as well. The number 2 reason to cardinal, the support that you are given at SVSU, not only with your professors, because you have those smaller class sizes where your professor can check in on you if they see that you're not working, maybe you're slipping and your grades are not doing as well as they see that they have done. You really get that opportunity for your professor to really talk to you and ask you, like, hey, is everything okay? We have a lot of student services that most schools are going to have, but being a smaller university, you feel more comfortable. A lot of students feel more comfortable taking advantage of like the writing center, the tutoring centers, going and talking to someone from our mental health center. All of these things you are going to be offered at most schools, but being a smaller school, you really get those opportunities to take advantage and maybe not be on a wait list when it comes to those. We also offer research opportunities. So that is really amazing for students. We want undergraduate students to do research and have those opportunities so you can take those skills that you had at college, not only just the education part, but those outside the classroom skills that you're learning, and really vamp up your resume so you can be the perfect candidate for whatever job you're interested in. And the number 1 reason to Cardinal, which is one of my favorite reasons, is we are the most affordable public university in the state of Michigan. I am so very proud of this university for being able to give students a very amazing education while still being extremely affordable. This is what it looks like for our room, tuition, room, and board. These are more on the more expensive side. So your tuition will depend on how many credits you're taking. If you take less credits, it could be a little less than this. Room and board also is depending on which housing choice you pick. So I know a lot of students always ask, oh, do you have single rooms because I don't want a roommate? There are those opportunities, but some of those housing opportunities with single rooms are going to cost more than having a shared room. So those are things to think about when it comes to making college even more affordable. And then books and supplies, that isn't like a hard number. You're not going to spend $1,120 on books and supplies, especially if students buy their books used or if you rent your books. This is a number when you think of buying all brand new books from the bookstore. But there are opportunities and your classes might not even require you to have certain books. So when we give these estimates, we want to give you a larger estimate, so you're not surprised if things do cost a little more because of circumstances just for you. So this is around $24,050 is around the cost of tuition. I can tell you that majority of our tuition, room, and board. So it's not just tuition. This is for a year if you were to live on campus and get a meal plan, which is required for our freshmen. So this is what your first year cost will cost. If you decide to live on campus past your first year, we do not require you to have a meal plan, so you can end up saving money that way as well. But majority, like I said, majority of our students do not pay this full sticker price because of how much financial aid we offer, either academic-based or need-based. If you do have any college transfer credits, I totally would recommend going to sbsu.edu/transfer. If this is an amazing resource, it's not just for our transfer students, but it also can help you if you have transfer credits, whether that be if you're dual enrolled or if you're taking any AP credits. So one of the things you can do at that sbsu.edu/transfer website is to do transfer equivalencies, where you can click on check how your courses transfer, and you can put in whichever community college you are going to or college, and you can see how those credits transfer. So you can put which class you are taking and the course number as well, and it will show you exactly which class we have that's equivalent if we do, and how many credits that will transfer over. If you do need any assistance with this, you can always schedule a meeting with either me or one of the other admissions advisors, and we can go through this with you as well. There's also an opportunity on this where it has the full list of different colleges and universities that we have these transfer equivalencies for. There is something for AP classes. So if you are taking an AP course, you can see what score you might need in order on that final exam in order to transfer over, and how many college courses it will transfer as well. So what your next steps are, if you are interested in SBSU, right before your senior year, July 1st, you will be able to apply online for free. We have free applications throughout the entire year. July 1st is when the applications start for the new year, so you can apply starting July 1st. I will also tell you, when you are applying for multiple different universities, you don't need to apply for July 1st, just because that's when it opens. You can if you want to. It might also be beneficial for you to apply to some schools during the summer before your senior year, because your senior year can get really busy and it goes by very fast. But if you are applying for any university that has a fee in Michigan, you can, during October, you can get fee waivers because it's college application month in October for Michigan schools. So if there are any schools that you are planning on applying to, think about waiting for October, or think about reaching out to those admissions advisors and seeing if they have any fee waivers. But you do not need that for SBSU, because we always have a free application. You just need to go to sbsu.edu/apply. We automatically accept students with a 2.75 GPA and above, and we do not require the SAT anymore for admissions or for scholarships. You can turn in the SAT, because we do have a scholarship where you will get a scholarship if you have a 1380 SAT score and above, but it will not negatively affect you for admissions or for scholarships if you send in your SAT scores. We can use those SAT scores to put you in those lower level English and math classes, but that's really what we use the SAT for at SVSU. Different schools might have different processes. Some schools are continuing with not having the SAT be required since the start of the pandemic. Saginaw Valley is one of those schools that have just realized that it doesn't really show that much of what the student knows, so we don't require the SAT, but some schools might differ, or some schools might, right now, they might still be figuring it out. So by the time you start your application process, I would just ask all of the schools that you're interested in if they require the SAT. The other thing that you would do is apply for financial aid. So FAFSA, the FAFSA application, the free application for federal student aid, is a application that you fill out so you can see what financial aid you are eligible for from the federal government. This financial aid can be grants or loans. And some people might think, oh, I should not apply for this because I'm not going to get any money. That is a myth and something we really want all students to know, that you should apply for the FAFSA, especially because it makes you eligible for more scholarships, including the Michigan Achievement Scholarship, which was a new scholarship for students last year that's continuing on, that is up to $5,500 a year for you to go to a Michigan school. So it depends on which school, what type of school you're going to, but it works for community colleges, private universities, and public universities. And the application for the Michigan Achievement Scholarship is the FAFSA. So if you don't fill out the FAFSA, you won't even be eligible for that scholarship. So this is why we tell students and families it's so important for you to fill out that FAFSA, and it will also make it faster for you to get your financial aid offer letter, which really tells you exactly how much it's going to cost for you to attend whichever school that you're interested in. So for the scholarships at SVSU, this is just a few of the academic-based scholarships that we have. These are automatic scholarships. You don't apply for them. They are given to you when you are accepted. We start giving out these academic-based scholarships at a 3.0 GPA. One of the great things about SVSU is that we are one of the only schools that re-award. So say when you apply, you have a 2.9, or you have a 3.69, and you know that you're going to get to a 3.70 by the end of your senior year. If you get to the next scholarship bracket or into the scholarship bracket, we will give you that scholarship. All you would have to do is resubmit your transcripts by the end of the year, and our system will update to get you the best scholarship that you can get based off of your GPA, which is a really cool experience. And we will be reaching out to a lot of our students soon to remind them, because you could have gotten a lower level scholarship, but you did so good during your senior year that your GPA bumped up, and you can get a higher scholarship at SVSU. So that's another reason why we tell students for their senior year to still do well. A lot of students think, oh, I got accepted to a university, I don't need to work as hard, but this is where you should be working harder, just to make sure that you can keep your scholarship, and then at SVSU, you get a better scholarship opportunity. Then your next step after that would be to register for orientation and housing if you want to live on campus. We don't require students to live on campus at all, but a lot of our students do live on campus their freshman year just because of how amazing of an opportunity it is. And then for SOAR, that is our orientation program. you will have to go to orientation for whatever school you're interested in. And that is where you come to the campus and you schedule your classes. And I like to tell students this even early on because it's important to know you want an earlier orientation date if you want the perfect schedule. So if you want to make sure you don't have like early classes or super late classes, or I know Saginaw Valley barely has Friday classes, but we have a few of them. So if you go to one of our later orientations, you might not have the classes that you want to have the perfect schedule. So we always tell students to do everything earlier than later. If you haven't made your decisions, that is okay because there's a lot to decide. But if you're still debating, it might be good for you to do your, try to figure out your deal breakers, what you want into a school, what you don't want for a school, and that can really help you determine which schools you're going to go to before you get those financial aid offer letters, which really should be your deterrent. So this is my contact information. This number, my number 989-448-0959 is also a text number. So you can text me any questions you either have about SVSU or just the college application process. It doesn't have to be SVSU specific. I'm willing to answer any questions. Even though I work for SVSU and I love SVSU, I am a college access professional at heart. So my goal is to get you to whatever college works best for you. So if you do have any of those questions, feel free to text me at that number, email me at blhood, HOOD1@svsu.edu. But it is really amazing to be able to talk to students because it is important to know you guys are all college ready. You are all college bound and you're all college eligible. College might not be for you for as soon as you get out of high school, but that doesn't mean that it's not for you at all. So if you have any questions about if it's community college, universities, I know a little bit about trades, or I can get you to someone who knows a little bit more than I do, but feel free to reach out to me. Do I have any questions?
You have quite a few in the chat, but I believe as you were giving your presentation, you answered a good portion of them.
No.
Let's see.
For online courses, we do have some, but we have more online or in-person / hybrid classes. So we're not going to have as many online full curriculums. Not required to live on campus. We do offer tuition assistant programs called the Cardinal Commitment. The way that students, we see the eligibility for that is for students to fill out the FAFSA. So once you fill out the FAFSA, if you are at a certain need amount, we do tuition assistance. It's a last dollar scholarship, so it will first take in consider of all your other financial aid, and then we will continue to pay the rest off, which sometimes students don't get to take advantage of that until later in their college careers. Say if they only had like a 1 or 2 year scholarship, and then by their junior year, that scholarship is done. That Cardinal Commitment is really beneficial because it'll pay those tuition costs. So very cool. Again, this is where we say FAFSA, 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 because the only way for us to know if you're eligible for that is for you to fill that out. We don't match scholarships. We do offer like our academic-based scholarships, and then we also have donor-funded scholarships. Our donor-funded scholarships get, like we still are taking applications now. So we want to make sure that we are awarding as many students, even though we have a priority deadline, we still have scholarships to award. So we are awarding scholarships right now for the fall of 2024. So we will be rewarding them later within our priority deadline. So if you know any seniors, or if you are a senior and you have applied or interested in apply, and then the donor funded scholarship application will make you more eligible for different scholarships that our donors have given.
That was a very interesting question. I've never heard of schools matching a scholarship award amount. I was thinking, I'm like, no, it's not like a sale.
Some private schools might, because they're like trying to really get you, but it's always good to look into public universities and state. Not saying don't look at private schools, look at as many schools as you're interested in, but public universities in state are going to have the most affordable tuition.
Yeah.
So it's good to look at that, because sometimes especially for a private school, they will give you like a $15,000 scholarship and you think that you're all set, but tuition costs $100,000. So it's just a drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
So that is why we tell students that it's important to wait for those financial aid offer letters, because that will tell you how much it's going to cost for you to attend that school, taking in the factor of all of the financial aid you've been offered.
Good deal. Good deal. Okay, well, if there aren't any more questions, then we will bring the session to a close. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you so much, Deskyra, for coming in and sharing all of that wonderful information that Saginaw Valley is offering all of their students. We appreciate your time. Everybody, thanks again for joining, and everybody have a great day.
Thank you. Have a great
Bye
one.
now.
Bye.